how to go from 6 figures, so $100,000 to 7 figures, a million plus, in under 2 years. Well, the first thing is I'd get rid of the time constraint, because let's say you have 200 grand and you're trying to get to a million. So that's like still a 5x. That's a lot to do in 2 years. And okay, having super ambitious goals is great, but if you root all of your trading and business decisions on getting there quickly, you may not get there, or you may take on too much risk that you blow up. So what I would say to you is, you've done really well getting to 100K. This is great. Don't try and gamble at all. Obviously, unless you're in a position where you can afford to, that's a different story. But assuming you're not, don't try and gamble at all to chase $1 million. Try and put some away. Try and, obviously not financial advice, try and be safe with some of your capital. Maybe allocate 50% to gold. I would say equities, but I've got a question later about equities. Like, they are in a little bit of a bubble, I feel. We'll get into that, but at least gold, treasury bills, go a bit safer. Obviously equities factor into that, property. And if you can't afford a single property, look at REITs and other ways to diversify. And then with the other portion, I would try and put that into the highest leverage vehicle. And usually that is, in my opinion, related to like a certain business you're building or a certain hobby you're going all in on. For example, if you had 100K, you could put 60K in markets, 70K in markets, and the other 30, 40K, you could put towards scaling up your business, investing in staff, delegating more, investing in advertising if you already have a product. If you're not building a business and you're a trader, like, that is the active portion that you can really focus on trading with. Obviously, you can use AI now to augment your trading. You can use that portion to, make even more money. I think concentration is really important. Like, when I went from 100K to a million, like, I was quite concentrated in crypto, but I still wasn't all in. Like, I still had 50% in stocks at the time. They're a little less expensively priced than they are now. Back then, I think it was like 2019. So what I would say is, concentration is great if you're trying to 5x, 10x your portfolio, but you don't want to concentrate so much that you blow up. So I'm relatively risk on. I don't really believe in the 60-40 like stocks bond split anymore. I think it's a totally different environment. I think with the online age, building a business is probably the number one thing you can do, and leveraging AI to do that. And obviously, if you're going all into trading or something, you'd want to concentrate a bit more into that. And just get rid of the 2-year time frame, because if it takes 4 years, that's also fine. But obviously, if you have an aggressive time frame, then it's going to force you to act quicker, which is great. Like, I've got aggressive goals. I want to build this AI company I'm building into a 9-figure company in the next year. Can I do it? I genuinely believe so. But, if it does somehow take 18 months, that's also okay. I don't want to make crap decisions that will potentially prevent me from getting to 9 figures because I'm in this big rush. But obviously having a goal is great.